There could be some major problems going down right now in New York City. According to reports, the New York Knicks are seeking multiple first-round picks in any deal centered around Mitchell Robinson. But here's the thing. Why did this report come out? And what does it say specifically? We're going to look into that. But not only that, Mitchell Robinson actually saw this report and he commented on it. We're going to look at his comments and break them down as well too. Also, Hoops Hype recently ranked the top 15 centers in the NBA, and Mitchell Robinson didn't make it. We're going to break down the list and see if the top 15 were actually deserving. All of this and so much more today. But before we get started, guys, about 60% of you watching this video right now are not subscribed. We are on the road to 4,000 subscribers, and we could really use your support. If you like content like this and love getting Knicks videos each and every day, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button because it could really support all the great things that we have going on for you. And now, let's get started. The New York Knicks have set a sky-high asking price for any trade centering around Mitchell Robinson. Now, this report came out late Friday afternoon by Yahoo Sports, but when it came out, it confused the fan base a little bit because we didn't know where it was coming from or why it came out. Why were the New York Knicks seeking multiple first-round picks for Mitchell Robinson? Why was there a report out there like this? Well, thanks to Daily Knicks, we now have more information on that matter. According to them, Vincent Goodwill of Yahoo Sports, in an attempt to gauge the value of a starting center, basically used Mitchell Robinson as an example. And according to his sources, he heard that in any particular deal for the New York Knicks to move Mitchell Robinson, they would require multiple first-round picks, something that Goodwill states would probably be a non-starter for most clubs. Absolutely right. If the New York Knicks would be seeking multiple first-round picks for Mitchell Robinson, I would assume that means that the New York Knicks see Mitchell Robinson as untouchable. Because tell me what NBA team in the NBA currently would give up multiple first-round picks, protected or not, for Mitchell Robinson. I can't think of that team. So if the Knicks have set his value that high, that to me tells me that they are not looking to move on from him. They are not looking to trade him. And they might deem him a little bit untouchable because no team would give up that amount of assets to get Mitchell Robinson. But thankfully, we're going to clarify this report here because a lot of people were going around the NBA trying to make a big deal about this report. If anything, it was a small paragraph in a long article created by Vincent Goodwill by Yahoo Sports, basically trying to gauge what the value of a starting center in the NBA today would be. And his sources told him that if folks, the New York Knicks wanted to move Mitchell Robinson in a deal, they would be seeking multiple first-round picks in any deal around Mitchell Robinson. That's all. It was nothing to say that the New York Knicks were trying to move Robinson. There are no reports out there currently right now more than this. There are no reports out there stating that Leon Rose and company are trying to move on from Mitchell Robinson and are seeking to try to get any other center in the NBA to replace him. That is not anywhere on any reports right now. So I wanted to make that clear and clarify that. However, it is important to note, though, that Mitchell Robinson did see this report, and of course, he made some comments about it. So as you can see here, Mitchell Robinson on Instagram left the following comments under that post regarding the New York Knicks potentially seeking multiple first-round picks for him in any potential trade. You win some, you lose some. Forgive me with the grammar here, but it at always home runs, and that's just the way life plays. The next comment he states is the following, though, and this is a lot longer. He did this 3 minutes after that first comment. Look at it like I do. At the end of the day, it's a business. I don't look at this as punishment or whatever shit change in the league. Maybe it was something I did, or they just want to change the game plan. Oh well, life, God has blessed me with the biggest opportunity I will ever have in my life. I will always be thankful no matter what happens. For the ones that know me, know I'm not tripping at all. I just go with the flow. 100. Those are Robinson's comments after hearing reports that if the New York Knicks were to trade him, they would be seeking multiple first-round picks. If you've been following Robinson in his career, You probably expected this response. I know I did, because in the past, the New York Knicks didn't really say this, but said other things about Robinson. Other things have been leaked. He saw them, and of course he responded a little bit emotionally, just like this, in another type of post. This is a reactionary post by Mitchell Robinson, who saw this report. And again, I want to mention, these are sources around the league that know about the New York Knicks and their moves, and know that if they were move Mitchell Robinson, they would seek multiple first-round picks. But instead of Robinson looking at it and saying, multiple first-round picks, well, no NBA team in the NBA would do that now. That means the New York Knicks really like me and value me. They don't want to move me. Instead of seeing it that way, he took it as, well, maybe the Knicks do want to move me. Maybe it's something that I did. Maybe they don't like the play when I'm in the game. Maybe they want more at the 5 spot. Again, that's kind of what I got from what he was saying in his comments. So because of that, you can clearly see that Robinson already feels some type of way. Because this report, if it came out but Robinson really didn't care, or the New York Knicks made it clear that he was part of their future, he wouldn't have a response. But the fact that he did means that the New York Knicks probably didn't make it clear enough to Robinson in his eyes that he's part of their future plans. And maybe that's intentional by the New York Knicks. So I've been speaking with a lot of Knicks fans about this topic, and there's actually a theory out there that potentially the Knicks leaked this information to get Robinson's value up there and seen as very high, so that maybe in a deal down the road, if they trade Robinson, that's something less than that, a lot of people around the league see that as a win, when really that's what the New York Knicks had planned all along. Now maybe you can make the argument that that's the case. In my opinion, I don't think the New York Knicks have that much foresight to do that. And I don't think that's what they're doing as well, too. I think the New York Knicks really weren't the ones that leaked this. I don't think they actually want to move on from Robinson. I think for me, this told me that while the New York Knicks don't deem Mitchell Robinson as untouchable, they basically see his value as so high that they wouldn't trade him unless it's for a very, very good player or a star. And according to Sleeper NBA, an official account on Twitter, they state that the asking price again for Mitchell Robinson is multiple first-round picks, basically confirming the sources for Vincent Goodwill. But they also stated that Robinson isn't untouchable, but the Knicks would prefer to keep the big man. So it's not like the New York Knicks are actively going out and trying to shop Mitchell Robinson, trying to go out there and move him. But I do think it means that if the right player and the right star is available, the Knicks have no problem trading away Mitchell Robinson. Clearly, the New York Knicks value Mitchell Robinson a lot. They're seeking multiple first-round picks for Mitchell Robinson. There is not an NBA team currently in the league that would give the New York Knicks multiple first-round picks for Robinson. That basically tells me that he's untouchable unless it's for a star or maybe superstar player. Or it has to be a piece that takes this New York Knicks team to the next level. It has to be one of those type of players. Barring that, the Knicks are not going to move on from them. And just like you saw in this report that we just covered, the New York Knicks don't see Robinson as untouchable, but they rather keep him. And I absolutely believe that. The New York Knicks are not moving on from Robinson. I don't think the New York Knicks fan base or Robinson himself has anything to worry about. Mitch, do yourself a favor. Don't entertain these reports. Stay focused. Stay locked in. Keep working on your game. Keep taking those steps and leaps in your game. And hopefully next season, you can ball out even more for the New York Knicks. Stay locked in and focus on the upcoming season ahead. Don't focus on these reports. Don't give your energy to them. Again, it came from Vincent Goodwill, who is essentially trying to gauge center value around the league. There are no reports currently out there that state the New York Knicks want to move on from Mitchell Robinson. And shout out to Sports Illustrated, who's basically backed me up in this particular report as well too, as they stated the following. They state, for the record, there doesn't appear to be any indication that Robinson is indeed on the trading block. So there you have it, folks. Clearly, the New York Knicks value Mitchell Robinson because multiple first-round picks for your center is valuing your center, highly valuing your center. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, clearly, like Sports Illustrated said, there is no indication, no reports from trusted, at least on my part, NBA insiders that are clearly stating right now that the New York Knicks are looking to trade Mitchell Robinson. The New York Knicks are likely not going to trade Robinson this season or next season. If a star becomes available and Mitchell Robinson is the key to get that deal done, then in that case, and really only in that case, I can see the New York Knicks moving him. Other than that, the Knicks fans and Mitchell Robinson himself have nothing at all to worry about. The top 15 NBA centers were recently ranked by Hoops Hype. And no surprise there, Mitchell Robinson did not make the list. But you're probably wondering, what top 15 centers are in the NBA right now? Who are they? And should they have made the list? Well, let's take a look at it. So according to Hoops Hype, here are the top 15 centers for the 2023-2024 season. First is Nikola Jokic, no surprise there. Second is Joel Embiid. Third is Domantas Sabonis. I love that because in my opinion, I thought Sabonis was one of the best centers last year. So very, very key right there for Sabonis. Shout out to him. 4, Bam Adebayo. 5, Miles Turner. 6, Victor Wembanyama, even though he hasn't played one NBA game yet. Number 7, Nikolai Vucevic. Number 8, Rudy Gobert. 9, Nick Claxton. 10, DeAndre Ayton. 11, Jared Allen. 12, Brook Lopez. 13, Alfred Sengun. 14, Chet Holmgren. Again, another rookie who hasn't played one NBA game. And number 15, rounding out this list, Jonas Valanciunas. Well, there you have it, folks. According to Hoops Hype, those are your top 15 ranked centers heading into next season. No Mitchell Robinson there. No Cat there because I guess Cat is seen as a power forward since Rudy Gobert is the center for Minnesota. So I think that's why you don't see him on this particular list. However, I do want to say there are rookies on this list in Victor Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren who hasn't played an NBA game yet, who should not be on this list. They will be on the list in the future, I'm sure. But right now, they shouldn't be on this list. Let other players who have played actual NBA games be on this list. Jared Allen being 11, for me, is a little too high. He should be around number 13 or number 14 for me. And maybe you can make the argument that if they took into account more offensive rebounds, Mitchell Robinson would probably be number 15 on this list. The one thing that Mitchell Robinson doesn't have, that basically everybody on this list does have, is an offensive game. And because of that, it's in my opinion why he's not on this top 15 list. If he had any type of offensive game at all, he'd be on this list because that's how dominant and how impressive he is on the defensive end for the New York Knicks. But what about you guys? Do you agree with this top 15 list by Hoops Hype? Do you think these are the best centers ranked for next season? Or do you agree with me that some rookies, potentially Jared Allen as well too, shouldn't be as high on the list as they are? Let me know in the comments below because honestly, guys, I really would love to hear from you. That's going to do it for this video though. If you did like it, please go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and leave a comment below. And of course, please guys, hit that big red subscribe button below because it could really support everything we're creating for you and releasing on this channel. Until next time, Knicks fans. Peace.